Good morning, everyone. It is a very nice opportunity to interact with all of you on this sunny day. Today, I would just like to inform you all that we have curated a very nice program for all of you to have a first-hand experience of what it takes to be an entrepreneur. Before I go further, I would just like to introduce myself. My name is Vishal JC. I'm the additional CEO at Technology Business Incubator, Graphic Era University. And I am actually working over here to look after nurturing and supporting the dreams of many who actually want to start their own venture while they are in the institute. Okay, Graphic Era University, which actually is a very esteemed university of Dehradun, is also blessed with Technology Business Incubator, which is an initiative by Government of India under the Department of Science and Technology. And whole of Uttarakhand, there are only two centrally recognized incubators. One is at IIT Roorkee, and another is at Graphic Era University. The whole objective of this incubator is actually to help, support, and find the individual who has a burning desire to change the world and make their own venture. And most of the time, they are actually clueless where to start, how to do, and what to do in that particular case. So TBI is a place where we encourage every one of you to come up and speak up. Whatever is your thought, whatever is your idea, and how you want to grow it. We do have some very good example of some successful entrepreneurs who have come in the past, and now we are actually planning to give you the first-hand experience. So in spite of I blabbling about what TBI is all about and things like that, we have designed a very nice structure where we say that every time we are interviewing a new or upcoming entrepreneur. And it would be best that if they understand and talk to you guys on face to face. Okay. So in today's series of our interview and entrepreneur, we have Divya Chhabra. Ms. Divya Chhabra. Hi Divya, how are you?
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you so much. It has been a great opportunity to come over here and speak about our startup.
Thank you, Divya. So before you take the floor, I just want to make my audience understand that why you are on this show in that particular. So guys, I would be very glad to say, excuse me, I would be very glad to say that Divya is still a student pursuing her MBA in entrepreneurship, innovation, and venture development. And while she is doing her degree, she has already started a venture of her own. And it is my privilege to know her a bit closer because she is working very closely with TBI, and we are knowing what all she is doing in that particular case. I would like her to tell her story in her own voice, and that is why I am just trying to connect in that. So, hi Divya.
So if you allow me, I would like to share my screen to show my website.
Please do that. We are not able to see the screen. If you can share that.
If host can enable the screen share, I request the host to.
Yes, sure. I would request the host to please enable the screen share by the guest. I think you can do it now, Divya. Check it out.
Yes, sir. So this is Palmistry Care. I hope you are able to see my website now.
Yes, we can.
So this is an e-counseling platform to deliver support for individuals dealing with stress, anxiety, depression, and other life-related concerns. I would like to show it with a small brief video.
You can do it full screen, Divya.
So this was the brief introduction. I provide palmistry, face reading, and counseling services and different therapies to heal and build resilience, the ability to stay strong, motivated, and optimistic even in the face of change and difficult challenges. Sir, as you know, the major problem in one's life is about love and family. And nobody feels to share to anybody because either they are afraid what other people might think, or they are not comfortable to share it because of the trust issues that we are facing in the era of social media. So my services and our services enable you to seek help in a confidential and convenient way via helping session, which can be easily booked through this website.
Cool. So, Divya, thanks for sharing that particular thing. It's a very nice initiative which you have taken, and to be very frank, many of the newer generation nowadays are facing this kind of anxiety. And yes, it is more like a need than just a passion to follow in that particular case. And I believe you are, on a very right track. But before we go any further in that particular case, Divya, we and any of our viewers would be more interested to understand that what bring you to stumble upon this idea, because the origin story and why you have come up with this idea sometimes becomes very easy. And share when and how you stumble upon that, yes, this is something which I should do, and there is
Sir,
a real need
actually,
in the
it
world.
all started during pandemic. I still remember the date. It
Divya, we
was
cannot
15th
see
May
you.
2020.
Sorry, Divya, we cannot see you. If you can switch on your video, then we can actually have the interaction. Divya, hello, hello, Divya, are you there? Or we are facing some technical issues? Friends, it seems like Divya has some network issue. She would be joining soon. So I just wanted to introduce a little bit about her, because as a mentor, I got a chance to interact with that one. So this lady actually come up with this idea. As you say that I wanted to start this venture, but will it be qualifying as a startup? Okay, so for that particular thing, I just asked her that why don't you give it a shot? And the whole idea is what a startup is. This brings to a question. Startup is something which is a venture which you wanted to start, okay, and it is actually solving some real problem. And if there is real customer who is looking for that particular problem, voila, you have a system in place. You have a business ongoing. And that is where the genesis of Palmistry Care come into existence. She thought that she has the capability of doing this counseling, and she is pretty good at it because, as you can see once she joined back, that she has got quite a good traction as of now. And there are many people, not only from the country, but even from abroad, who are actually coming and getting the counseling. Second aspect of a startup is something which can be scalable. So the idea that, but like you can start very small, okay, but gradually you can make it much much bigger than that. So that is the whole genesis on which we would like any one and every one of you to take in that like case and think about it. Shivam,
Yes, sir.
I think stop the recording because she has gone out, and we will again do that particular thing. Afterwards, we will merge it up. So let's close it and restart in that particular
All
case.
right, sir.
So, Divya, I would actually want to ask a particular thing from you, as I was, referring it to the viewers. That is very important to understand when and how the idea actually get incepted into your mind, and when you actually realize that yes, I have to do something on this particular domain. If you can share that thought, then it would be very useful for the.
Yes, sir. Actually, sir, it all started during pandemic. I still remember the date, 15 May 2020. This crisis, this pandemic, has been a lens through which I could reimagine my vision and value and
Yes.
bring them into existence. So I started with a simple and a very small page of mine, Instagram, to see the response, which was made on a random call, and I named it Palmistry Care. Up till that day, I had no idea that I would be going into this field. And then when I created it, I got very good response, and that's what the time when I realized that yes, I am able to solve the problem. Then I can create the network, I can make this idea work. So that was the time.
And you certainly did. So thanks and congratulations to you in that perspective. Now, Divya, I actually want to understand because you are still a student, and there are many like you who is there in that particular case. So the whole point in that particular case, most of the time, being the head of the TBI, I see people walking into my room and saying that, sir, I have a brilliant idea, and I want to go ahead and do that particular thing. But somehow I always tell them that ideas are overrated until unless you actually work to execute and bring that thing into existence. So, what is your take on that particular thing? Because what do you think about that? This idea came to your mind in the pandemic. You understand that particular case, but what do you think is the difference between coming of this idea into your brain and you going out and executing this?
Yes, sir, you are absolutely right, because idea demands the time, patience, dedication, and nobody can be successful without them. And I have seen a lot of startups from a small idea growing up in a big companies, and even
Yes.
big companies failing because of a petty mistake. So idea is just the base of the pyramid when it comes to the business as a whole. It should come up with the unique proposal. It should solve problems whatever you are facing on your way. It basically it should be having the financial gain. Means it should be profitable to come into existence. You cannot just go with the idea and let it flow.
True, very true. And then that's the point. You have to work towards bringing those ideas which has originated into your brain into something existent. Uh, Divya, one more thing. Okay, I do understand you are still in the journey of that particular thing, but what is your take about failure, setback? Because anyone who want to start a venture is always very fearful that what if it is not going to be a success? What if we are not able to make it big as we have dreamed in that particular case? And these kind of outside, these kind of failures or setbacks always come into the life. I'm damn sure it must have come into yours as well. If you would be candid enough and share it with the crowd, I think it would be helpful for them.
Yes,
And
sir.
your video is
Actually,
not
it's
visible. Are you on video screen?
yes, sir.
Okay, please continue.
Yes, sir. I think that failure is just a redirection. It shows you where you shouldn't be, but it
Okay.
helps you reevaluate and come back. You should come back with it stronger and with more power. And truly, I have faced a lot of failures before this startup that I have made, but failure is just a redirection. You don't have to stop yourself. You have to be passionate enough to make it work. Even in palmistry care, I had major setbacks that I faced. The major one was the time management, where I had 27 sessions a day. It was difficult to manage. I couldn't sleep. I had no idea how to manage those sessions in one day. So then I thought of it. I became like thoughtful, and then I came up with a policy that if you pay today, you get a session tomorrow with suitable available timings. So that was my that was my way of taking things. A failure basically. Then the other failure that I was facing is that like I have been connected to a lot of people outside my country. So I have 21 plus countries connected to me to this platform. So there is a different time zone and different currency. problem which arises. Like say if India is if India has this time of like say 8:25 am, then it would be 8:10:55 around in Canada. So India is 9 hours and 30 minutes ahead of Canada. So people who are working get free at 6 to 7 p.m. and they want their session at that time. So I have to wake up at 3 a.m. and 3:30 a.m. I have to take a session. So it becomes very difficult. It's just that you have to move and think something that you can go with out of box.
But these troubles are good, you know, when you are earning in dollars, I think that is not a problem in that particular case. Okay, cool. That's nice. Okay, viewers, you know what Divya is saying, you can also go and verify that particular thing on her, I think, Instagram page, Divya.
Yes, sir. Instagram
Yeah,
page,
so
Palmistry
what is
Care.
your Instagram handle? Let us know so that the viewer can
Palmistry
verify if
Care
they want.
itself.
Palmistry Care. Okay. So, guys, please go and check out what is the review their customer is giving to her and how this is actually getting into action. So, my next question, Divya, to you in that particular case is importance of a team. Okay, because you know we believe at a, you know, for a successful startup, a team is very important. You right now kind of playing solo. So what you would like to say? Because many people think that, you know, venture is a single man game. What is your take into it?
Sir, even in my idea, I may not be good with everything. I lack in technology, I lack in web knowledge. So I definitely at some point of time need a team. And I think to have a great team is to allow each person to make their own unique contribution. Because ultimate the goal is one. So I want the team has to have this mutual respect and mutual cooperation so that you can reach out to a ultimate and a superior outcome.
Yes.
That's what I believe.
Cool. That's very right. That's very right. And that is the whole thing which we wanted to emphasize, that not necessarily a person who is interested in entrepreneurship can only be a founder of a company. He can be the first, second, third, or fourth team member of the core team. And that is where, you know, everyone requires the support, because it is not possible for any single person to know everything. And that is where the role of a team comes into existence.
Yes, sir.
Madhurya, as you are here in Grafingera University and you know about technology business incubator, so we also want to understand from a startup point of view, what you believe or think is the role of an incubator and how incubator can actually provide you support in tangible or intangible form. And please speak out of your personal experience, because we want this to be a generic information for the public to understand that what is the role of an incubator and how you find it a helpful pillar in building of a startup.
Sir, I so wanted to ask you this. Like, I so wanted कि आप ये मुझसे पूछो, क्योंकि मैं सबको यही बताना चाहूंगी that TBI has a major role because it provides you a lot of assistance, even in terms of business planning, training, organizing, technical support. They provide you a team which even in my idea has been provided to me, and it's a very good support. You got to learn so many arranging legal HR and a lot of things that you learn through incubation center, and I thank TBI for that because the things where I lacked they provided with those things.
Thanks, Divya. I don't want people to think that I have paid you for saying that.
Sir, but it has to be said because you have done that so far.
Look, that is the role of an incubator. Yeah? Incubator is just a place which is like acting as a hub. And brilliant minds like you, when you come to us, and this is an open invitation to all of the viewer who is seeing this particular thing, that please come to TBI. TBI is actually a place which is meant for supporting and providing you the required connection and support whenever and wherever it is required. Okay, so don't hesitate and don't even think about, okay, and is my idea is good, is my idea is bad, or you know, can I go, I don't know this, I don't know that. We are having all kind of people, and we always encourage you guys to come up and, you know, be a part of this community, this ecosystem, which will help into shaping your dream. So thanks a lot, Divya. It was really a very nice talk with you. And I would just like to thank you for your time and energy.
Thank you so
Thanks
much,
once again.
sir.